Hello there everybody, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. So, if you have seen my recent videos of Doki Doki Literature Club, you will first know from the very first video that hey, everything is not that bad. And then oh, I'm in high school, you know, where the most relatable memories are being held from. And then you slowly progress with the life of the literature club, and then you just tumble into the last episode that I have, well, the recent one I had, and it just tumbles down into the pit of sadness. It just hits you hard, but yeah. Let's just continue this. So we are just leaving right now from Sayori's house, and we just discovered that Sayori has really bad depression, and that she doesn't, I don't know, she's feeling that if people focus on her way too much, she just feels like she's like a worthless person pretty much in this world. And if you put too much thought into her or too much attention onto her, she doesn't like that. So it's kind of hard to explain. And for the last video, I was, you know, feeling sad. I was actually emotional by the words that she was telling me, telling me as a reader that wow, you knew something was bad was gonna happen when she left the class. And you know, she explained that she likes happy, or the bittersweet kind of thing. But yet again, you feel bad for her, right? You really do. So anyway, I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I found myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should have just focused on what's ahead of me. I spent only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I'd open the front door and let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform really threw me off. Nice pink tutu! Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to. Seriously? You come in when I was recording. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than suddenly snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even gonna offer me to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Blur? Come on. When did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Gah, this is ridiculously heavy. Ha! I carry that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimated you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Hey, you jerk. Fucking more gains than me. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you're treating me like a kid. I was trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And you, just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri, doesn't mean you should treat me like, Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki? Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Huh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Mr. Blur, I'm telling you, the bossy ones always have the nicest side. It's just like, like I say, if you can find it in Natsuki, I hope you're golden. If you find it in Monica, you're golden. If you find Sayori, you're good too. They're nice people, but you have to change that attitude. Yuri, smart, but you have to change her depression too. So, gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sad when a girl calls you gross. I find your weakness, Blur. Natsuki smiles smiles deliciously. I can't say that word for some reason. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there is no way I'm fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every counter drop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up on her precious baking. Blur, where did you put the food coloring? The batter is going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to this table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making sure each tray has a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. That does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if it's just looking at makes everyone's lighten up. Like the ones you made on the first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. The icing is still lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It just takes a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you don't do like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. Come on. Stop it. Beat the shit out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? as to as if to emp oh come on as if to emphasize. Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my fingers to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some of the with my finger. It's just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me caused me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. Ugh. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this! Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish! I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Oh yeah, right there, pinned on the ground. Sounds so bad. Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that all to you do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Why would I do that? What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she couldn't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Blur? You really should do that kind of things to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me, like, just like that? How did the moon turn this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. Smoker's cough. Oh, no wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How can you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah, the tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slices the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. Ha! That smells so good! The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look how cute they all look! She probably shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? A pickle with the nozzles has a much thinner tip than the others. That's one really thin, so you can make use to it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake, like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Huh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school and nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Huh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting our time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they all together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's gonna make dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we would probably be down to 10 cupcakes already, and she would have still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we could have some time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You could bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you could probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. Then don't worry, I won't let her eat any. Oh, she would listen to me when she listens to you. The way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that. Did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Huh? What you said before about not always having this chance, it doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking could be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Blur, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I didn't really want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My heart starts to get dizzy as it feels her soft breaths against me. I felt it. I felt it. For a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Huh? Hi, Blur. Sayori. Just now we weren't... I gotta say this. Oh God. What's happening, Sayori? Why did he do this? I could've got a kiss. I could've got lucky. Just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori? I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were with having Miss Suzuki and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears starts to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Blur? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Don't say that. Sayori, just stop there. Don't say that. You're a wonderful person. You have such a great personality. And I know I'm just saying that to a character in a game. But you don't say that. Sayori, yeah, exactly. Don't say that. It's true, Blur. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put it on me with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden of your mind it's making it out to be. Something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Blur. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? Seems like a fucking decision is coming up. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's getting too emotional, Sayori. Why do you have to call me the worst time? Then I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Blur, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slid my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand into my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. If you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Sayori. Two hard decisions. But she likes, she has that feeling for me, and even my Mr. Blur over here has that feelings too. So I don't know if going straight forward to it is the best option. But yet again, you always be my dearest friend. It's kind of like rejecting her. Almost. I mean, being straightforward is the honest way. You're telling the truth. And yet again, you always be my dearest friend. That's telling the truth as well, but that's kind of like rejecting her of what she just said, literally 5 seconds ago. So I have to say I love you. I love you. Huh? Those are my true feelings. So, there's no way you could like me more than I liked you. I should have realized this sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you're truly the most important person to me. That's why I accept any of your burdens. As long as you continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll be both happy. Blur? Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Blur, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Blur. I want to be with you forever. Don't do this to me, Sayori. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry over a graphic novel game. Don't make me do this. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the most happiest moment for me. But why? Even now. Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Blur. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be here every step of the way. And that's all that matters right now. Oh, okay. I trust you. Ah, Sayori. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? Why are you saying that? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Blur. Sayori gazes me at once again, smiling sadly. Even I get really, really sad. This is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It feels like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality I never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is, even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Fuck. Okay, so I am going to save it right here, and wow. Yet again, Sayori is going to make me emotional again. So having fun time with Natuski, and then like yet again, I know like from the minute that I did the second poem actually, that she started to like me, like have feelings for me. She literally came so close to me, and then she like about to kiss me, and then Sayori messed it up. I don't care about that. That doesn't really matter. Like literally, like even the character said like just Sayori's the back of my mind, and it was too. Like I'm worried for Sayori, like super worried for her. But yet again, I told her I love her. I know it seems like a straightforward thing to say, but you gotta say the truth. If you have feelings for her, she has these feelings to you, like to me. What could go wrong? Like, why would she reject you if you just said that? You know what I mean? So, I know it's going pit of sadness yet again, but I'm gonna end the video right now. I hope everything will get better. I hope that the festival will still be technically our first date. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.